And welcome to the Smarktank Revolution, where we always kick out at 2. We are your host. I am the benevolent, intelligent, and seemingly prophetic Donnie Wonderful, with my colleague, the very distinguished gentleman himself, who is also prophetic tonight, Mr. Joey Business. And we just got finished watching 2021's Elimination Chamber. Now, Joey Business, do you have any opening remarks as we are literally minutes removed from, what would you call it?
Who booked this shit? Oh my god. You put the best part of the show on first.
Oh.
Completely.
Hey.
And the rest of the night was crap.
Oh, I guess we're gonna dive right into it. Yeah. Okay, well, you know, aside from if there was any opening kickoff shows, I doubt there was, because they were showing the
no, there was, but we missed it because
we were watching the Broken Skull sessions.
Yeah,
was that
I
not
put
live?
It on.
No,
it wasn't live.
So with no disrespect to whoever wrestled during the kickoff shows, I'm not a fan of kickoff shows. Nope. I never watch them.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know who that was, but the show opened up with the
Smackdown
championship, elimination chamber championship, with the stipulation that whoever won would wrestle Roman Reigns
later
tonight.
That night.
No, they just said tonight. And we'll get into that, but it had your favorite Barrett, King Corbin.
Oh yeah, love him.
Who else was in the match? Daniel Bryant,
Owens,
KO, Sammy. Who started it?
Jay was in it.
Yep, Jey Uso.
Who's the last person?
That's how memorable it was tonight.
Yeah, there was one more. Hold on, we'll get it.
Well, we have to consult the Google machine.
No, I refuse. No, that is not what we're doing. Give me 10 seconds. Sammy,
well, while we're thinking, yeah, there was Sammy, KO,
Jey
Uso. Who started it? It was Daniel Bryan and who?
Cesaro.
Damn, I love Cesaro.
Poor Cesaro.
I absolutely love Cesaro. And by the way, that match lasted a good hour.
Yeah, it was a little over an hour, actually.
And what did you think about the storytelling in that?
It was good. I was very, very surprised because it didn't have as many big guns as the Raw.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, this will be like filler. But no, it was very good.
So what you mean by big guns is people that you perceive to be
top tier main eventers.
Well, top tier. What about viable contenders? Is that what you mean? Because I think
yeah.
I think the WWE itself, like, they train their guys properly to be believable champions, minus, you know, some that may be better off on doing promos, but as far as in-ring training, I think
no, I agree. Like, everyone could potentially be a champion, but like believability is a totally different thing. Like, I even said it multiple times. Jey Uso, I was like, come on. He has, he's not charisma filled, at least to me. Mm-hmm. And then he proved my ass wrong by fucking tearing it up.
Yeah, because
he definitely shined.
As you mentioned, Jey Uso, I was going to ask you, and this is probably going to be the theme of, at least, well, there's only one other Elimination Chamber match to really ask you about, but who was the MVP? Who was the standout of the Elimination Chamber match? I'd say it would be Jey Uso.
Jey Uso. That one? Absolutely. Yeah. And, I called the winner right away, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But I thought the pacing was better. The eliminations were better. The spots were better. Just everything had much better synergy. Much better. And it was the first thing of the night, which I was shocked. Now we know why, but,
So, you think they gelled together?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Better. Actually, come to think of it, I would say that I would agree with you. I would strongly agree with you. I think that they had the best chemistry throughout the entire card.
Yeah, there was no sloppiness in the first match. And it was at a good pace. Everything kept your eye. People weren't laying down for 45 minutes, because they hit their elbow. And no, it was very well done. I didn't like the stipulation that, winner goes against Roman Reigns. I thought that was like a foregone conclusion. I'm like, ugh.
No, which is true. And one of the reasons why, well, we're talking about the match now. Mm-hmm. One of the reasons why we both picked Daniel Bryan to win is because they kind of did. I made references while we were watching it to WrestleMania 10,
right.
with Brett and anybody that has like a knee injury, or has to milk a knee injury. It's one of the best ways to build sympathy.
Yeah, and make you the underdog, and who better in that match than Daniel
Bryan.
Right. Plus, who haven't they done against Roman in a while? You know what I mean? If you did KO again, like, no. So I figured it was good.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew Sammy was going to get eliminated when he got eliminated.
Oh my God. No.
I do like Sammy's promos, and I kind of like the whole like they're filming
the conspiracy
him.
Gimmick.
Yeah, the conspiracy gimmick. It's coming across as serious comedy, because I get a kick out of it. Yeah. I don't necessarily take it serious, but I get a kick out of it.
No, definitely not. But Sammy's a good wrestler. They just don't utilize him well. I mean, he is an amazing promo when he wants to be.
Yeah. So do you think that they should give him something more serious?
Yeah, definitely. Like a serious IC title run. That would have been good.
Unlike his previous IC title run.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what was it when he? I think he wrestled when he wrestled Bobby Lashley at, was it Survivor Series, when they basically
do the
Clash of the Champions.
Title. Yeah,
like I had no faith in him actually winning that match at all, and I thought they made him look weak.
Yeah, they tend to do that though. They tend to lopside to one show. Whoever their top tier guy on the show is, that show usually dominates.
Okay.
It usually is Raw, but we've seen a flip-flop to Smackdown in recent years.
I mean, okay, so Cesaro, who's great wrestlers on SmackDown, what are they not getting right with him?
I don't know. I mean, I think he's a decent promo. I think he's marketable. He's a hell of a worker. He's an extreme talent. I'd buy him as a world champion. It's just, I don't know. I mean, maybe he would, the Roman factor, maybe, that he would have benefited from a mouthpiece. But he's already had Paul Heyman years ago in his corner, and they couldn't make it work. They couldn't make it pop. So I don't know much more that you could do with Cesaro.
But why? I mean, like he's a respectable wrestler.
Yeah,
and like regardless whether he was heel, babyface,
right.
Like the what is that, the King of Swing.
Yeah, I thought that was great.
That's always going to get a pop. He's respected for his strength, respected for his agility, respected for his athleticism.
Right.
What is going on here?
And they don't even give him a secondary title push. Like, nothing. He had the bar with Sheamus. He was like a perennial tag team person. But I don't know. I mean, I'm a big advocate of Cesaro. Always have been.
Yeah, he lasted pretty long tonight, and I thought he did a great job. Your first elimination was your boy King Corbin.
Thank God. I was so worried that he was going to go the whole way. I was like, no, they can't.
I love King Corbin because everybody hates King Corbin, and they hate him legitimately.
Right.
So, like, if you look at like his social media, people attack him all the time, and he'll attack back.
Right.
And I love that.
He's not the wallflower. Like, he will come at you, but he gets like X-Pac heat. It's not like you hate him because he's doing his job well.
X-Pac heat.
You don't like him because you don't want to see him on your TV. I mean, who wanted to see 4 months of dog food matches? Like, oh my God.
So he's just a roach. You can't get rid of him.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's something.
Well, I love King Corbin.
Something that Vince and you see in him, but I have no idea what. I liked him in NXT, and I liked him when he came up as the Lone Wolf. But when he went to the King Corbin gimmick, he won me over last year in the summer, and then he failed to capitalize on it. So he had his chance.
You left the window open for him. So
yeah, I did. And I closed it. He's done. He's done. Plus, he beat Kurt Angle for no damn reason.
All right. Listen, we're gonna have to. let's.
No. I told you this was going to be heated.
Let's grant him some forbearance here. You know, like, okay, he he beat Kurt Angle, and one thing that I was happy that he did the rest of that year is that he rolled off that victory's coattails. At every given moment and second there was, he mentioned it, and that's exactly what he was supposed to do. I think I was here watching that with you, like, what the hell just happened? Why does Kurt got to go out like this?
Oh my God.
And you know, he rolled with it. Listen, I've forgiven him for that.
No, it wasn't like a Brock Lesnar thing that he rode off.
Not necessarily him, but the Undertaker.
But you could look at it and go, I hate him mentioning it, but yeah, I can totally see it. But the whole Kurt Angle thing, it's just like salt in the wound, and you're like, I still don't get it. Like, why? You could have gave Kurt one moment to shine and then call it quits. I mean, yeah, no, he wasn't great. He was really bad at the end, but worse than King Corbin? Come on, man.
Okay, well, you know.
Horrible.
Yeah, I understand your animosity towards him.
Very
but
much.
hey, he didn't win tonight.
Nope, so. That's all that matters. And, you know, Daniel Bryan did win, but he ultimately was the loser because we knew it was going to happen. I called it. You were like,
did.
They'll probably go later in the night. I'm like, nope, you're going to hear
right now.
And all of a sudden, sure as shit.
So before we get to the squash match,
oh man,
that was Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns. How did you rate the opening Elimination Chamber match?
The Chamber, it was a total 3 count.
You gave it 3 count.
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay, like
I definitely give it a 3 count.
I gave it a 2.5. I loved it. I loved the length of it. The end of it kind of. Not, and I don't mean like the end of the match itself. Like, I was happy with the match, but the fact that it was so predictable that what was going to happen, like, just took that away from me. Because one thing that I'm not going to do here is like I can't. Well, I mean, you might want to rate Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns, but squash matches I typically don't and won't.
I'm not rating that.
So that's why
he was on his stomach, and Roman came in. And he gave him, well, at least what I thought was the sloppiest spear I've ever seen, and then they flipped it into
he flipped it.
Which was good, because I was like, oh my God, if that was the finish, like, damn. But, yeah, I mean, it was obvious. They gave him his kick out, and, you know, then Roman just straight pounded him into the ground, UFC style. I love that. And I thought that was great, because I like the aggression in Roman's character. Like, this heel character for Roman, it seems extremely natural.
Right.
He seems like a nice guy. Like, he's a guy that you want to represent your company. But, sorry, I keep burping indigestion. If you get in a fight with him, he looks like he's going to do that.
Yeah.
It's natural for him. Like, he should never be a face. He always should have been this guy. Even after the Shield, he should have just went right into ass kicking.
Yeah. What was it? The Royal Rumble where he had, like, the 94, like, Diesel moment where he won over everybody as a heel. I can't remember what year it was.
It wasn't the year he had the title.
No. Where you could tell, like, all right, he's the next big thing.
I think it was 2014, maybe.
Somebody in the comments correct that for us.
Or 2013. It was one of those years.
It was one of those years.
Was he still with the Shield?
He was with the Shield then.
Okay, it was 2013 then.
So at that point, if you was gonna push, if you guys knew that if Creative knew that they was going to push him, they should have pushed him as a heel, because I think this is what you would have gotten then.
I wish. I mean, I think we wouldn't have gotten this good, because I don't think Roman was this good then. He learned a lot over the past couple of years.
So you think he's benefited from having Paul Heyman inside?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is, I would say this is 70% Paul Heyman and 30% Roman Reigns.
I was actually giving him the like that same percentage, just the other way around. I think that Roman's always had this in him, and now it's his time to shine here. I think that Paul Heyman is a complimentary piece to him rather than a necessity, because I think Roman can talk, and he is a badass. Look at him.
He's a badass, but can he talk? He's learned to talk. Look at the promo he had against John Cena, going back and forth. He got crushed. And he's like, it's a promo, Roman. You got to know how to do it. Like, that's legit. He literally was not good at it back then. I don't think he was taking a dive. I don't think he was taking a dive.
With all due respect, John Cena can embarrass a lot of people with his promos and his mic skills in general.
To say Paul Heyman's a complimentary piece is disingenuous, because he makes Roman Reigns the commodity he is right now. They've always promoted Roman because of Vince as the face of the WWE for the past 5-6 years, but everyone rebelled against it. People hated it getting shoved down their throat. Now, how would you argue that he's anything but? Who can hold a candle to him now in this iteration?
Nobody. Told everybody Roman was a star even back then, and now you guys are seeing it.
No, he's always been a star, but has he been the guy? He is now, for sure.
For sure.
But I don't think he was always the guy.
That fact is undisputable. But
like, if this Roman went against The Undertaker at WrestleMania 33,
I
would have bought that 100%.
I don't think that wouldn't work, because I'm glad you even mentioned that. I mean, because the way that Vince typically books WrestleMania is that you never walk out being upset. It's usually you walk out with a happy ending.
Really?
Yeah, usually. I mean, Seth Rollins cashing in, that wasn't necessarily a bad thing, but like you'll be hard pressed to find a WrestleMania that you walked out being upset. WrestleMania 2000 maybe, when he turned on The Rock.
Yeah,
but
probably that.
Aside from that, it's always been smiles and Hallmark cards.
Usually, yeah.
Leaving.
Yeah, but that WrestleMania 33 was not smiles and Hallmark cards, with The Undertaker going out in the ring
to a babyface Roman Reigns. That you're not going to be upset.
They were bullshit the next night. They came out and was they were saying "fuck you, Roman"
and that was
for 5 minutes straight.
And that was one of the best promos Roman ever did.
Because
it's my yard
sentence.
now. It's my yard now.
He couldn't mess up one sentence.
And it was off the cuff. I love that.
Yeah. I mean, Roman is a guy who he can handle the crowd. He doesn't take the criticism to heart and, I'm going to be pissy on it. Like, no, he's a professional, and I have a lot of respect for him. I've always thought he was amazing, but he was not the guy that they prophesized him as for that time frame. Like, it was still John Cena was the face of the WWE, no matter how hard they pushed Roman down your throat. And even when Roman beat Cena, it didn't feel like he beat Cena.
Because
it was a weak match.
He beat John Cena during a time where you can feel the era of John Cena constantly being at the top of the roster is going away. Like he's passing the torch, and you can see that happening there. Like, but nevertheless, as much as I love Roman Reigns, I loved seeing what he did with I love the whole squash thing. What I mean is I loved it. I mean, it looked good, but I'm not rating the squash.
It couldn't have went any other way, though. Roman's going into WrestleMania. I've called it for weeks now. No, I called it since we were here last. Since Rumble. Yeah, because
Spear versus Spear.
I said unless The Rock signs, it's Roman versus Edge.
And that's what happened at the end.
What I liked, though, is they didn't leave you dangling. They had Edge come out. As soon as the music was done, Edge ran out and speared Roman Reigns. So he made an appearance on the show, remind you he's relevant, came right at Roman, and pointed to the sign. Didn't give any ambiguity. Just came out and pointed to the sign. It was like WrestleMania, bitch.
But the themes of everything that happened tonight was just so
predictable.
Yeah, it was pretty. It's
very much so.
Yeah, like, because they had kind of like scripted moments where I'm like, okay, they had the replay of basically the whole entire match, but yet Roman's still in the ring. And then, well, if he's in the ring that long, why is he still there? Oh, here comes Edge. Loved it still, but I mean, like, you could tell I knew it was
coming, but I was glad. And to me, that was your marquee moment tonight, which
should have been
begs the question: why the hell didn't it go on last? So.